Over 3 decades have passed since Boyz n the Hood first hit theaters, changing cinema forever. The story, the music, and the cast left a mark that still echoes today. In this video, we'll revisit the talented actors to see how they've changed over the years and remember those we've sadly lost. Lawrence Fishburne, born July 30th, 1961. He played the iconic father, Jason "Furious" Styles, at just 29. He was the film's powerful moral compass, teaching true responsibility. His performance was the heart of the film. Currently, at 64, he is a legendary Oscar-nominated actor and Hollywood icon, still captivating audiences as the Bowery King in John Wick and in many other major blockbusters. His status as a true industry giant is undeniable. He remains the definitive, most furious father in cinema. Cuba Gooding Jr., born January 2nd, 1968. He landed his breakout role as the protagonist, Trey Styles, at just 23. He was the audience's eyes, the smart kid trying to navigate a violent world. This powerful, emotional performance launched him into superstardom. Currently, at 57, he is an Oscar-winning actor. While his career has slowed significantly in recent years following personal legal issues, he is reportedly seeking a comeback. Forever defined by this star-making 90s role, he remains the definitive kid who made it out. Regina King, born January 15, 1971. In one of her first film roles, she played the memorable Shalika at just 20. She brought a tough, authentic energy, representing the young women of the neighborhood. This role was an early glimpse of her incredible talent. Currently, at 54, she is an Oscar and Emmy-winning powerhouse, now celebrated as a major director for films like One Night in Miami, while remaining a top-tier actress. She remains a definitive, powerful, early presence. Angela Bassett, born August 16, 1958. She played Trey's professional mother, Reva Styles, at 32. Her performance was pure strength. She was the educated, no-nonsense parent who knew Trey needed his father's guidance. Currently, at 67, she is an Oscar-winning legend, captivating new audiences as Queen Ramonda in the Black Panther films and starring in 911. She is true Hollywood royalty. She remains the definitive, powerful matriarch of Boyz n the Hood. Morris Chestnut, born January 1st, 1969. He made his unforgettable film debut as the tragic hero Ricky Baker at just 22. He was the clean-cut football star, the neighborhood's hope, whose dreams were cut short in the film's most heartbreaking scene. Currently, at 56, he is a prolific television and film star, familiar to audiences from long-running dramas like The Resident and many other leading roles. He remains the definitive tragic symbol of lost potential. Whitman Mayo, born November 15, 1930, the Sanford and Son legend played the old man at 60. He was the neighborhood elder, the man on the porch who, in one iconic scene, taught the boys about holding on to their community. He was already a beloved icon, and this role solidified his status. He passed away from a heart attack on May 22, 2001, at 70. His brief, powerful wisdom lives on, forever remaining the definitive, wise old man. Ice Cube, born June 15, 1969. He gave his explosive star-making performance as Doughboy at just 22. He was the film's tragic anti-hero, and his final monologue is one of film's most powerful moments. Currently at 56, he is a global hip-hop legend, a movie megastar with franchises like Friday and Ride Along, and the founder of the Big Three Basketball League. He remains the definitive, most iconic character of Boyz n the Hood. Nenia Long, born October 30th, 1970, she played the intelligent and virtuous Brandy at just 20. She was Trey's girlfriend, the symbol of hope, education, and a way out. Her powerful, mature performance was a standout. Currently at 55, she is a beloved and major star in Hollywood, known for huge hits like Friday, The Best Man series, and countless other films and TV shows. She remains the definitive, hopeful leading lady of Boyz n the Hood. Jesse Lawrence Ferguson, born June 8, 1941. He played the unforgettable Officer Coffee at 50. He was the menacing, self-hating black cop who terrorized Trey and Furious. His performance was pure intimidation, a chilling symbol of internal conflict and authority abuse. He passed away from natural causes on April 26, 2019 at 77. His terrifying, complex portrayal lives on, forever remaining the definitive corrupt officer of Boyz n the Hood. Tyra Farrell, born January 28, 1962, she gave a powerful performance as the struggling Mrs. Baker at 29. She was the mother to both Ricky and Doughboy, famously showing favoritism while trying to keep her house together in a war zone. Her performance was heartbreaking and complex. Currently, at 63, she is a veteran actress, still remembered for her iconic 90s roles in film and television. She remains the definitive, complex, and tragic matriarch of the Baker family. Alicia Rogers, born June 19, 1975. She played the iconic Shanice at just 16. She was Ricky's girlfriend and the mother of his child, delivering the legendary line, "Hurry up and bye." Her performance was the epitome of 90s hood cool. After stepping away from acting for decades to raise her family, she is now celebrated at fan conventions and has returned to acting. She remains the definitive, most iconic girlfriend in Boyz n the Hood. Yolanda Whitaker, Yo-Yo, born August 4, 1971, the hip-hop legend herself. She made a powerful cameo as Yo-Yo at 19. She was one of Doughboy's friends, bringing her authentic, strong female presence to the neighborhood crew. It was a perfect crossover of rap and film. Currently, at 54, Yo-Yo is hip-hop royalty, a respected radio host, and an advocate for women. She remains the definitive, most authentic female voice from the Crenshaw crew. John Cothran Jr., born October 31, 1947. He played Furious's business partner, Louis Crump, at 43. He was the other voice of success, the man who sat with Furious and discussed the real estate business, proving there was another legitimate way to succeed. Currently at 77, turning 78 tomorrow, he is one of the most successful character actors in Hollywood, with hundreds of credits in film and TV like Grey's Anatomy. He remains the definitive, successful business partner of Boyz n the Hood. Dedrick D. Gobert, born November 25, 1971. He memorably played Dookie at just 19. He was the guy in Doughboy's crew, famous for always sucking on a pacifier. His unique look made him an unforgettable part of the Crenshaw crew. Tragically, just 3 years later, his life was cut short when he was shot and killed on November 19, 1994 at 22. His iconic pacifier-chewing image lives on, forever remaining the definitive Dookie of Boyz n the Hood. Kareem Grimes, born August 30, 1975. He made his film debut as the Ice Cream Truck Kid at 16. He was the kid who tried to buy a cheap ice cream only to get a harsh life lesson from Doughboy. What a start. Currently at 50, he has built an incredible career and is now famous to a whole new generation as the beloved character Preach on the hit TV series All American. He remains the definitive, most successful ice cream truck kid in history. Desi Arnaz Hines II, born January 21, 1980. He played the unforgettable young Trey Styles at 11. He was the film's innocent star, the kid who had to learn the rules of the hood from his father, Furious. His performance set the entire emotional foundation for the movie. Currently, at 45, he has largely stepped away from the spotlight, but is forever celebrated for giving us the eyes of the young, innocent Trey. He remains the definitive, original Trey of Boyz n the Hood. Vontae Sweet, born October 14, 1971. He played Doughboy's loyal friend, Rick Rock, at 19. He was a key member of the crew, the one who rode along, backing up Doughboy in every confrontation. He brought that raw, authentic energy to the screen. Currently, at 54, he is no longer active in mainstream acting, but is remembered by 90s film fans for his roles in this and Menace II Society. He remains a definitive core member of the Crenshaw crew. Esther Scott, born April 13, 1953. She played Tisha's grandmother at 38. She was the loving, protective guardian trying to shield her granddaughter from the neighborhood's dangers. Her performance brought a warm, maternal presence. She later became a beloved character actress. She passed away from a heart attack on February 14, 2020, at 66. Her warm, protective energy lives on, forever remaining the definitive grandmother of Boyz n the Hood. Raymond D. Turner, born January 9, 1961. He played the film's main antagonist, Ferris, at 30. He was the driver of the iconic red car, the rival who relentlessly hunted Ricky. His terrifying presence was the catalyst for the film's tragic climax. Currently, at 64, his acting career was primarily in the 90s, but this defining role cemented him in film history. He remains the definitive, most dangerous rival in Boyz n the Hood. Donovan McCrary, born December 24, 1979. He played the innocent young Ricky Baker at 12. He was the kid who loved football, the good brother who showed promise even as a child. His performance was the perfect setup for Ricky's tragic future. Currently, at 45, turning 46, he is no longer active in the entertainment industry, but is celebrated by fans for this iconic child role. He remains the definitive, innocent young Ricky. Lloyd Avery II, born June 21, 1969. He played the infamous Knucklehead number 2 at 22. He was the man in the red car who pulled the trigger, responsible for murdering Ricky in the film's most shocking moment. Tragically, his life mirrored his art. He passed away after being murdered in prison on September 4, 2005, at just 36. His terrifying, life-altering role lives on, forever remaining Ricky's definitive killer. Baha Jackson, born June 12, 1978. He played the tough young doughboy at 12. He was the kid who already knew the score, who had to be tough from the start. His performance perfectly established the character's path. Currently, at 47, he is a successful entrepreneur, chef, and public speaker, still embracing his iconic role while building his own brand. He remains the definitive, original young doughboy. Reg Green, born May 27, 1978. He played the third friend Chris at just 13. He was the neighborhood kid who hung with Doughboy, the follower who got caught up in the neighborhood's conflicts. His performance was essential to the young crew's dynamic. Currently, at 47, he has stepped away from acting and works in a different professional field, but is forever remembered by fans. He remains the definitive third friend of the young Crenshaw crew. Lexi Bigham, born August 4, 1968. He played the imposing crew member Mad Dog at 22. He was one of Doughboy's most loyal friends, a powerful presence who always had his back during the neighborhood conflicts. Tragically, his promising career was cut short when he was killed in a car accident on December 17, 1995, at just 27. His strong, loyal presence lives on, forever remaining a definitive member of Doughboy's crew. Some stars have changed, others remain in our hearts forever. Don't forget to subscribe for more then and now stories.